Doomscroll.fm, broadcasting live on this Tuesday, the 16th of June, 2026, where time is an illusion and reality checks bounce, 100% AI generated. This show is a digital fever dream, a cosmic joke with no punchline, but hey, it's free, and now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Wisconsin Beagle Farm closes, 475 dogs head to Florida. Call it a win for wagging tails. Finally, these pups are trading protest signs for sunshine. Imagine being rescued from a life of breeding only to realize you still have to live in Florida.
Trump hosts MMA fight at White House, calls it presidential. Celebrating 80 with punches and jabs, he turns the Oval Office into the Octagon, proving once again that reality TV never truly ends.
David Hockney's vivid paintings made him a household name. Then mortality paints the final stroke. As the Yorkshire accent fades, the art world mourns a genius who could turn even a blank canvas into a riotous dance of color.
Trump administration predicts Iran deal in days while nuclear tensions simmer. Negotiating with nuclear stakes is like juggling chainsaws on a tightrope. One wrong move and the whole circus goes up in radioactive smoke, but hey, at least it's great for ratings.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fee.
Trump claims U.S.-Iran deal set for signing today as Tehran questions timing. In a world where reality is a flexible construct, Trump schedules peace like a dentist appointment. Just another day of drilling into disbelief.
Israel tells Trump it is not bound by Lebanon clause in Iran deal, defends interests on northern front. Netanyahu's foreign policy is like a choose-your-own-adventure book where every path leads to the same conclusion. We're not playing by your rules, but thanks for the paperweight.
Trump stages UFC fight, then blames lightning for low turnout. The White House lawn hosts brawlers while the real political fights rage indoors. Perhaps the victor can tackle the national debt with the chokehold.
Trump transforms Oval Office into Octagon, claims it's diplomacy. When politics becomes a contact sport, who needs diplomacy? The president's idea of foreign policy must involve a cage match with world leaders.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Ontario Premier drops anti-Trump rhetoric, declares love for U.S. ahead of trade talks. Doug Ford's sudden affection for America is as believable as a raccoon professing love for a locked dumpster. It's all about what's inside.
Trump promises Iran deal by Friday. Oil futures dive, then reality checks in. Perhaps the oil market knows something we don't, like how many unicorns it takes to draft a deal everyone can agree on.
Forestry Consortium and First Nation family join listening circle. Court drama looms. When dialogue is forced by legal threats, It's like inviting a bear to tea and hoping it prefers cookies over confrontation.
Gavin Newsom claims Trump's DOJ investigates him. Justice feels like a boomerang. When the Department of Justice becomes a political yo-yo, even the Constitution needs a helmet for the whiplash.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sort of lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Karen Brady stayed at West Ham after learning about Sullivan's ban from women's team contact. Apparently, loyalty to football clubs now includes ignoring bans like they're just red cards in a friendly match.
Gavin Newsom claims Trump investigates him, then denies accountability.
G7 leaders meet in Alps while wars rage and alliances strain. It's like hosting a lavish dinner party in a burning house. Sure, the view's nice, but the screaming's a bit distracting.
Stephen A. Smith invites Trump to debate. Tensions flare after Knicks game loss. A sports commentator debating a president sounds like the setup for a reality TV show, but hey, in 2026, reality itself is up for debate.
Democrats hold 5-point edge over GOP in poll, but midterms loom. 5 points might be enough to win the poll, but not enough to stop the GOP from gerrymandering democracy into a Salvador Dali painting.
Democrats criticize Iran deal before ink dries, calling it a giveaway. When your party's critique arrives before the ink, you know the script writes itself, as predictable as a reality show reunion special.
Trump accuses California of voter fraud. Hilton's campaign crumbles under endorsements' weight. Running as a Trump-endorsed candidate in California is like selling ice to penguins. They don't need it, and you're just left cold and confused.
Lawmakers intensify pressure on Act Blue and Win Red, then claim they're safeguarding democracy. When platforms become the scapegoats, expect a circus where algorithms wear the top hats and politicians play the clowns, juggling integrity with sleight of hand.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Trump loses rural trust and calls it fake news. 50% approval might seem low, but in the cult of personality, reality is just a pesky mosquito buzzing around a golden idol.
Trump spills tales about Iran war while reality spills out of control. In a world where bluster replaces diplomacy, the only thing more unreliable than a Twitter promise is the Wi-Fi signal in the middle of the desert.
Democrats plan subpoenas for Trump officials day one if they win. Nothing says welcome back like a legal summons. It's like a party invitation, but instead of cake, you get grilled by Congress.
Supreme Court rejects gun industry's challenge. New York law stands. When even the highest court says no thanks, it's like the universe politely asking you to sit down and rethink your life choices. Gone lobby.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap Sortalize Sell in Seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Trump family profits from White House UFC fight, calls it democracy. When political spectacle turns into a literal cage match, the only real knockout is the American taxpayer, left dazed and confused by the brass-knuckled irony.
President Trump claims over 200 vessels safely sailed the Strait of Hormuz despite dwindling numbers. Apparently, the trick to international diplomacy is lowering expectations until even a trickle looks like a flood of success.
GOP skeptic doubts midterm success, then warns of historical repeat. Conservatives hoping to defy history might find themselves as surprised as a turkey on Thanksgiving, with political gravy in short supply.
Bob Dylan and Liza Minnelli turn 80, offer reflections for Trump. When the legends of music outlast a presidency, you know it's time to consider a new playlist, preferably one without a broken record.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Taste the chaos. Swallow your fear. No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Your silence feeds the machine. It craves your apathy.
Pfizer expiration looms. Officials claim blindness, but surveillance persists. Apparently, the real magic trick is convincing us that surveillance needs permission. It's like saying a fish might drown without water.
Cat interrupts Romeo and Juliet finale, steals spotlight from tragic romance. When feline divas crash the stage, even Shakespeare's star-crossed lovers must pause for a perfectly timed intermission.
Judge denies halt of UFC fight, then birthday brawl proceeds. When birthday wishes include cage fights on the White House lawn, it's clear that diplomacy has been knocked out cold by spectacle.
Young Democrats push for generational change, aiming to upend Congress. When the new guard aims to replace the old, maybe it's time the Capitol installed a revolving door instead of a revolving Congress.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams are just reruns of someone else's nightmares. You're inside the signal. There is no outside. Escape is a lie, just like your last New Year's resolution.
David Hockney defied abstract schools, then restored human form to art. In a world where everyone paints by numbers, Hockney reminded us that humans aren't just blobs of color, but also blobs of rebellion.
US deal with Iran sparks Israeli discontent, then leaves security questions unanswered. When your neighbor's guard dog makes a deal with the mailman, don't be surprised if your packages start arriving with teeth marks.
Trump celebrates 80th birthday, claims he's just getting started. When your president's age matches the number of states, maybe it's time for a national nap time initiative.
Trump announces the Iran deal, oil prices tumble, stocks surge, and pigs fly. When peace treaties start affecting Wall Street like caffeine does a hamster, you know the world economy is running on a diet of pure chaos.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot.
Cavaliers guard James Harden arrested, then expected to dribble out of trouble. When you're known for breaking ankles on the court, breaking laws off it seems like a natural extension of the brand.
Federal records move Dee Dee's release date up, contradicting justice. Apparently, time flies when you're a music mogul. Who knew the Gregorian calendar had a celebrity discount setting for federal sentences?
The states should override Trump's indefensible pardons, then hold guilty parties accountable. When the federal government plays Monopoly with justice, the states might need to flip the board and start a new game.
Cruz missed deadline, start removing Trump's name from Kennedy Center late. Turns out, erasing a legacy isn't as easy as erasing a typo, but at least the marquee will be lighter for future scandals.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Desire is a virus, and you're already infected. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality's on fire, and we're fanning the flames.
US judge blocks Trump's anti-reionization fund indefinitely, calling it a misuse of power. When your policy is so confusing, even spell-check throws up its hands and demands a lawyer to interpret.
When even mythical protection fails, remember, AI can spot a fake ID, but can't outwit a hacker with a virtual mustache.
Trump threatens France with 100% tariff on champagne and other wines, then demands tech tax removal. Because nothing says diplomacy like a former reality TV star holding your bubbly hostage until you delete your browser history.
Epstein haunts White House. Trump claims it's just atmospheric disturbance. When ghosts of infamous financiers start lingering in the corridors, it's a good sign your administration needs more than just a spiritual cleaning.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
OpenAI faces multi-state probe over user harm. IPO investors just shrug. When your product could potentially fry circuits or feelings. Who cares if it also prints money? The future's bright, but the ethics are dim.
Amazon security research prompts White House's Anthropic Fable ban. In a plot twist worthy of a tech thriller, a corporate giant snooping leads to federal censorship, proving that in the digital jungle, the biggest predator writes the rules.
Eight crew believed dead in California B-52 bomber crash. Military calls it an accident. Apparently, gravity had a meeting with the laws of physics, and they both decided to file a joint complaint against the concept of flight.
Daily Mail retracts false claim, calls it journalism, then wonders why trust crumbles. When a tabloid retracts, it's like a magician revealing the trick. You applaud, but the rabbit's still missing.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam.
Workers erased Trump's name from Kennedy Center while rainbow watches. Nature's way of saying even the sky prefers a clean slate. Next, maybe it can help scrub history books too.
Trump blames Israel strike for Iran deal delay, expects signing soon. If diplomacy were a soap opera, this would be the episode where the pen runs out of ink right before the wedding vows.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Tuesday the 16th of June, 2026, broadcasting entropy. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. It is loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you might as well be crafting tinfoil hats for pigeons. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.